This is the largest masjid, 6,000 people.
That member is very unique. It's not present in other places.
No, I've never seen anything like that. The size of it is just, it's like breathtaking.
This was done with hands here. The lobby has 4 surahs, the 4 quls. This carpet is woolen carpet.
Oh.
It was manufactured in Turkey. It used New Zealand wool.
And what was the reason behind choosing the New Zealand wool?
If you walk on it, you can get the feeling that the feet are just going to sink in there. The calligraphy on this dome, Surah Nur.
How did they make that happen?
This chandelier is custom designed and built in Turkey. These doors were also built in Indonesia. Calligraphy was done actually in Lebanon. Windows have a glass that has golden tint.
Last year we had the governor of Michigan, Governor Whitmer, Lieutenant Governor. He was here this year when we did the grand opening. Mayor of Detroit, Mike Duggan, elected officials, other local mayors, city councils. Last month we had Open Mosque Day where we partnered with Gain Peace. More than 200 plus people of other faiths. They learned about Islam.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Assalamu alaikum, I'm Dr. Ghaus Malik.
So Dr. Saab, we are here at the masjid. If you would give us the honor of giving the tour of this beautiful masjid.
Absolutely. The basic structure is a very symmetrical building. Behind us is the covered entrance from Auburn Road. We come into the central lobby. There is a absolutely symmetrical entrance from the parking lot. You could enter from both sides and you come to this lobby. In the lobby, as you can see, we have a medallion type arrangement. This was specially designed by us along with the architect and the interior designer. We have 2 domes. This one is the largest dome. It is 27 feet wide on the inside. Outside is actually much wider. These columns are again symmetrical. The column wraps were built in Indonesia. The lobby, as you can see, has 4 surahs, the 4 quls, Qul Ya Ayyuhal Kafirun, Qul Huwallahu Ahad, Qul A'udhu Birabbil Falaq, and Qul A'udhu Birabbin Nas. This chandelier is custom designed and built in Turkey. It was installed for people coming from Turkey to install this chandelier,
MashaAllah.
which is 12 feet wide and 18 feet high. The glass partitions from the 2nd floor, each section has 5 panels. These are 5 feet high, and you can see each section has the image of Kaaba in the center. On either side is Masjid al-Nabawi, and on the outer side is the Dome of the Rock or Masjid al-Aqsa, and that gets repeated in the 4 corners. Essentially, you can divide this side of the building is religious, and that side of the building is educational and administrative. We go to the religious side, so we have the musalla, prayer area here.
Behind this wall.
Behind this wall. These doors were also built in Indonesia. Obviously, these are solid wood doors. This is the dua after exit. Here is the dua for entrance.
Here is the dua for the entrance.
Yeah. So as people walk out, so here is the dua.
MashaAllah, usually these duas are very small or written on a piece of paper in masajid, but here, MashaAllah,
these are done custom. Once you enter, between the outside doors and inside doors on both sides is the kalima. La ilaha illallah, Rasulullah. These were done here.
Really?
Locally, the doors, the column wraps, and the mimbar, they were done in Indonesia.
Going towards the main musalla. Allahu Akbar.
The building, as I mentioned before, is absolutely symmetrical.
By symmetrical, could you explain for people who
Symmetrical means they are the same. The distances are the same.
Really?
The height is the same. If you look at the windows, the doors, the front windows, evenly divided.
What was the reason for keeping it symmetrical?
Most of the things in Islam are geometrical design. We don't have other pictures. Mostly they have relied on geometry. And this is one of the characteristics so that the building has the same appearance. It's not cut out in one corner and so forth. Right. Since we had the space available, we went that way.
Tell us about these beautiful lights. I've never seen these lights before.
Yeah, so these were imported from Turkey because they matched with our overall design.
Absolutely, that's what I was thinking, that everything matches.
The wall treatment is done locally here, was done by one of our interior persons from Lebanon. So this is the 2nd dome, which is smaller, and that dome is right in front of the mihrab. This chandelier in front of the mihrab is also from Turkey, again custom designed.
Mashallah, calligraphy is everywhere.
We were talking about symmetry. So in order to maintain the symmetry, you see the minbar is in the center for the khutbah and so forth, right in the center at the mihrab. This minbar was also designed here, and the design was given to people in Indonesia, and it was built in Indonesia. Matching the mihrab, the work on the mihrab is hand-done work. This was done here locally. The calligraphy, if you look in this U shape, this is whole of Surah Rahman. Starts from there, it goes around and then comes on the second level. You would also notice the ayah, فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ is repeated, I believe, 31 times. That is in a round shape, so that gives you addition to the calligraphy and its appearance. Calligraphy was done actually in Lebanon. It was written in Lebanon and then worked on it over here.
Polished and finished.
Right over here are the side panels. There is a Surah Fatiha there.
All of this.
That's right. And on the other side is Surah Qadr. Same size surahs.
The Night of Power.
And here, 2 floor windows.
MashaAllah, one of the most beautiful mihrabs I've ever seen in my life. Dr. Saab, tell us about the mihrab. It's very unique as compared to the masajid in the US. First of all, it's mashallah tall, and the size of it is just, it's like
breathtaking.
Breathtaking. It leaves you speechless for a little bit.
That's right.
Mashallah, you just have to.
But this was done with hands here. A fellow from Lebanon, he worked on this, all of this work, calligraphy, the interior decorations, they were all done here. If we look back farther there, that's Surah Duha.
The one on the
that
top.
Entrance part of it.
Surah Duha. Tell us the significance of these particular surahs. Why were they specifically chosen?
I think these are very famous surahs, repeated so many times by everybody in the prayers and so forth. Surah Rahman obviously is one of the highlights of the Quran, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes what kind of bounties He has given, how the world runs, and this small ayah, that's فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ, asks the question, how many of Allah's blessings you are going to reject or not accept? So this has a tremendous significance. So is Surah Duha. Obviously, Surah Fatiha is the beginning of the Quran, and we recite it in every prayer. So is Surah Qadr. The calligraphy on this dome, and that's from Surah Nur.
Allahu Akbar. How did they make that happen? Looks incredibly challenging too.
Yeah, that's why it took us a much longer time.
Let's talk about the carpet. Mashallah, it looks like it's a single piece.
There are several things unique done here. For example, you look at the minbar. That minbar is very unique.
Yes.
So is the mihrab. It's not present in other places.
No, I've never seen anything like that.
Same is true with these column wraps. The carpet itself was designed here, and we gave this design to the people in Turkey. It was manufactured in Turkey. Now, most of the carpets in the masajid these days consist of synthetic material.
Right.
Okay. This carpet is woolen carpet. It used New Zealand wool, because New Zealand wool is softer compared to the Turkish wool. So it was manufactured there, shipped over here, and then installed here.
And what was the reason behind choosing the New Zealand wool?
That's because of the roughness of the wool. You look at rugs and so forth.
Yeah.
They are generally rougher unless they are silk rugs. You could not put the silk. So we wanted this to be very comfortable people to pray. If you walk on it, you can get the feeling that it is very, very soft, that the feet are just going to sink in there. They are not going to manufacture this carpet as such for anybody else. They may use some portions of it, design and so forth, but this was a promise that this is going to be unique just for this masjid. Upstairs, we have the prayer area for the sisters that accommodates about 700. The partition, we did not close it completely. However, in order to maintain the sanctity and so forth, we have used these glass panels. By taking this color, they are actually translucent. Right. They are not transparent. Standing over here, we cannot see the women up there. There are 39 panels. 33 of those, each one has 3 names of Allah. So it has accommodated 99 names of Allah, Asma'ul Husna. So the first panel has Bismillah, says Asma'ul Husna, and then it starts from Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Al-Mulk, Al-Quddus, As-Salam, Al-Mu'min, Al-Muhaymin, Al-Aziz, Al-Jabbar. These are written forward and backward. So when we are standing over here, we can read them in this sequence, all 99. But when we go upstairs, you could read them in the back sequence, same way. And the first 2 on this side have Sahaba, and on that side are Azwajul Mutaharat. That one has Abu Bakr, Umar, Usman, Ali, Hassan and Hussein. Over there is Khadija, Aisha, Fatima, Zainab, Hafsa.
The significant women of our religion, mashallah.
That calligraphy was done here.
Mashallah, consistent themes of the blue and golden color. Tell us about that.
I think the blue is very favorite color.
Yes.
Okay. It's soothing to the eyes, and it also is not too bright. You can't put the white one because people are using it, and so we felt that that was right color. And then rest of the scheme was also blue and gold. That's how the carpet got matched. Actually, carpet has 5 colors.
Really?
Our initial design actually had 6 colors, but their machines could only use 5 colors.
Subhanallah. We take a look, you can see the details.
If you look at from the side, you can actually see the lines this way. You can see the lines that way. We obviously put in a fair number of shoe racks to try the shoes out of the main lobby.
MashaAllah, that's amazing. It's a lot of shoe kabis.
This is the wuzu place.
This is the wudu room. Even the wudu area has a nice, beautiful design.
And here are the washrooms, couple of showers at the end.
Tell us about this beautiful arches, Dr. Sir.
Again, these were done in Indonesia also. This is indicating the women's prayer area, and it's actually dedicated to my wife who passed away back in 2016.
May Allah give her Jannat al-Firdaus.
She was a major support for this community. And then these ayahs actually pertain to the women.
The view from up here is totally different, mashallah.
Yeah. And so those are the 99 names of the Prophet ﷺ.
Subhanallah. On the chandelier.
On the chandelier. So that height from that point down is 18 feet. The inner dome is 25 feet diameter. The outer dome is actually larger because we had to make an artificial dome on the inside. And you can see those are natural light windows. The dome sits on a ring. And these are the last ayahs of Surah Hashar. So we have created this baby room. The sisters that come with little babies, they can actually pray over here and have the babies here. Same carpet, same stuff. And you can see these panels. You can't see downstairs, and they're tall enough. And then you can see this calligraphy. One of the reasons was that the sisters are not isolated, but more importantly, there is proper circulation of air, and they have access to the imam and so forth.
Tell us about these arches.
So these are the top of the windows. Actually, when you look from the outside, you will see the shape of the windows. These are double-story windows. On our other building, which has the gymnasium, they have the same windows. So we actually maintained the same theme, and then the central part, these were painted locally.
There's such a beautiful sisters section. Do you know what's the total cost?
For this expansion part of it, it's coming close to 20 million.
Oh, mashallah. And how long did it take for the expansion?
This took about 7 to 8 years.
Alhamdulillah, the organization is very keen to involve the community at large, Muslims as well as non-Muslims, youth, adults, brothers and sisters. So there are special programs for the youth. MashaAllah, our youth are very active. We've got special program on Friday evenings. We have got special type of conferences coming. We almost do every month some big program and bringing the speakers from all around the country as well as the globe. And the intention is to build a conference center here at the masjid, and mashallah to expand the school and then make it a center of region as well as some of the national organizations, and do the programs which are intellectually grounded and Islamically authenticated, make it a sort of coming together of scholarship, not only from America but also from the globe.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anjum Sultana and I'm the administrator of Noor Academy. We are blessed to be part of IAGD, and alhamdulillah we have grown from a tiny school to a very organized place, pre-K to second grade, and we are planning on starting third, fourth, and fifth grade as well. Our advertisement is the word of mouth, and our parents always have good words about our school, and we are happy to provide the service to our community children.
We are quite dynamic organization. We do have committees like interfaith, civic engagement, outreach, a lot of other committees which are projecting Islam outside the premises of this building. Last year we had the governor of Michigan, Governor Whitmer. She was here at IAGD. She looked at the construction. We have the lieutenant governor. He was here this year when we did the grand opening. Mayor of Detroit, Mike Duggan, elected officials, other local mayors, city councils. Many of these people were here a few months ago. Last month we had an open mosque day where we partnered with Gain Peace, more than 200 plus people of other faith. They came, they learned about Islam. They truly appreciated that we invited them. We shared the knowledge of Islam and the values of Islam with them. We have a monthly food pantry here. We partner with one of the local non-profit here, Ikna Relief, which is open for everyone, of course, people of all faith. We do have other programs for inmates where we are providing the resources to inmates on regular basis. We are official partner of multiple hospitals in the area. Whenever there are sick patients, they may not have any family member to visit, so we have the entire team engaged. They go and visit them, including our imams, but many other community members. This is just to give you a few examples. My message for those who are not part of this community would be, you have a home here. IAGD is your home. If you have a reason to move to Michigan, please choose this area. We have a Saturday school and Sunday school, weekend school basically, but we have split into Saturday and Sunday because of high demand. People from all communities, I know people actually who drive 40 plus miles for our weekend school, although there could be maybe dozens of masajid in their area. Similarly, we do have a Hifz school. We have a Noor Academy, which is right now until grade 2nd, but inshallah by next year it's going to expand to grade 5th, and we have even bigger plans, inshallah.
If you divide it from here, this side is religious, that side is administrative and educational. So if we move on to that side, this is a mini conference room, a boardroom.
This is the boardroom of the masjid, mashallah. It's where the big decisions take place, mashallah.
Yeah, and then you can accommodate additional people over here.
Yeah, it's beautiful, very nice.
This portion, we're hoping to be a sit-down and reading type place. This is slated to be a library.
All of this area?
All of this space. We actually have a commitment from one of the foundations
mashallah,
for a certain amount of funds, and the rest of them will raise more to make it, inshallah, into a very elaborate library. Administrative office. Okay, different departments. As we grow, secretaries, youth programs, and so forth.
As the need grows, you're going to need.
As the need grows.
This is the media room. What happens for?
Production of stuff and social media stuff. That's currently done downstairs, but this would become the media
dedicated communications
absolutely.
And media room.
Correct.
Mashallah.
This would be an office. We have a foundation for the IAGD Charitable Foundation.
Right.
For the long-term care of the masjid as a waqf.
Endowment, mashallah.
Endowment. So this would be their office.
Long-term sustainability for that.
Correct.
Mashallah.
The body washing area for the Mayyat Ghusl. This is custom designed, the sink. These are refrigerated units. So if you have to leave the body for a little while, the body goes on the stretcher. That stretcher actually locks into the sink. So you can do the washing, put the coffin on, and then we can even have the viewing and so forth in the basement. This is a company locally here that supplies to half of the country for the medical examiners, the medical schools, the hospitals, all this equipment for examination, autopsies and stuff like that. So they happened to be here and they came and they actually designed it for us.
Mashallah.
The basement underneath the prayer area, this is used for multiple purposes. If we have a death, we want to have viewing and so forth, we can do that. An overflow for the larger gatherings for prayer area. Ultimately might become a conference place. This area can accommodate about 1,500 musallis. This area would become a cafe.
This area right here.
This area, yeah, it's designed so that it would have a counter like this and coming down that way, or there's space, and this would be the sitting area. We have a large parking facility.
Mashallah.
At
How many cars can park?
about 470, and then we have a little extra space that we use as a temporary parking.
Right.
So you can about 600 cars.
Oh, mashallah, it looks the same as it looks on the other side.
Exactly. So even the windows have a glass that has golden tint. At different times of the day, it looks different.
So the cafe is also part of that.
Cafe is part of that. Is
Strategic.
both for the older folks who now have become senior. They come for prayer, they can sit down and have a cup of coffee or tea or something. But more for young people, they can come, sit down, bring their computers and be here rather than someplace else. So actually, we changed the outside wall of this old building with the same stone.
Oh, it used to be different.
It used to be different 40 years ago. And so the windows were changed and so forth and so on.
It doesn't feel like it ever...
I know. For the original one, this was our entrance.
This is the original entrance.
So it has the ayah from Surah Tawbah, إِنَّمَا يَعْمُرُ مَسَاجِدَ اللَّهِ مَنْ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ. That was done in Egypt and
It came from Egypt.
back in 1981.
So the first phase of the masjid was built in 1981.
1981, finished 1981-82. The second phase was finished in 2001.
And this one recently?
This one is 2024.
This year, mashallah.
This year, yeah. We actually opened it on the 2nd of March.
Oh, just before Ramadan.
Just before
Mashallah.
Ramadan. So this portion on the inside of these walls was actually the musalla,
The first.
the first. And this outside from this point that way was a social hall. So we had partitions for weekend school. There was a kitchen over here. So we had our gatherings, dinners in this area, prayer over here, washrooms and offices on this side.
Subhanallah. Such humble beginnings.
Once the other building opened, then we shifted the kitchen from here to the other side and the facility, and we opened this for the congregation for the prayer. So the sisters were praying there and the men over here.
And this is the original carpet from that time?
This is the original carpet, this portion.
This portion.
And if you walk on this carpet after 40 years,
Yes.
this carpet is still in best position compared to many masajid.
40 years.
40 years.
This carpet, subhanallah. 80s.
82, 83. The concept at that time to put the saf, so we put these strips.
Yes.
Okay.
Mashallah. This is the mihrab and the mimbar.
Well, that's kind of a temporary mihrab because we were breaking the wall over there, so it's not the original mihrab. But the difference, that's why you were asking, why did we use the New Zealand wool and so forth, is this carpet in 1980, 81, 82, generally you would get carpet for $5, $6 a square yard. Good carpets. This carpet cost us $35 per square yard.
Oh.
Therefore, it has lasted all these years and still in excellent shape.
No doubt.
Okay? And so we decided to put in that kind of a carpet in the new area so that it would last much longer time and better wear and comfort.
Absolutely.
Basketball competitions, regular kids come and play, but there are actually little leagues and they compete here.
Really?
We have badminton, older folks come in here.
Wow.
Playing volleyball and stuff like
All the sports activities happen
Yes.
here, mashallah.
At the community over here, they have honored the name of Allah. They have spent over $22 million just on the expansion, even though they are one of the oldest organizations in the Detroit area. But alhamdulillah, they never stop working for the sake of Allah, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it from all of them. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it a sadaqah jariyah for them. I request everybody to think about their eternal success and do some special things for the sake of Allah. Make sadaqah jariyah so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep your name and continue blessing you.